वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं पररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् स्वागतम्।
धन्यवादः।
अस्तु सुमित्रा महोदय, इदानीं स्क्रीन् दृश्यते वा?
आं महोदय, दृश्यते।
किमपि प्रश्नाः सन्ति वा पूर्णप्रत्ययान्तविषये?
महोदय, एकः प्रश्नः अस्ति। It's very basic and silly question, but I have to ask.
वदतु महोदय। It's nothing silly.
क्रमवाचक संख्या, I know it is prathama, dvitiya, tritiya, chaturthi, like this. But if it is sankhya only, how to say ekah, dvau, like this?
एक आरभ्य पंच चतुर्पर्यन्तं विभक्ति लिङ्गभेदः अस्ति।
आं महोदय।
बालकः अस्ति चेत् एकः बालकः, बालिका अस्ति चेत् एका बालिका।
Okay, if Visheshyam is not given, I have been asked to write the numbers only. Then Prathama, how to write Prathama in Sankhya?
So how can the question be like without Visheshyam? It will be asked about Visheshanam.
Means what if they ask what are the numbers? General question.
Oh, okay. Then you can choose any number. So 1 to 5 they have linga bedam. 5 onwards there is no linga bedam. There is a vachana bedam which is obvious. So depending upon the number you choose, you can decide.
If I choose like writing like ekah, dvau, trayah, chatvara, like this, it's okay.
Yeah, if nothing is specified, if the number is not specified and balakaha is given, you can go for anything. Ekah, dvau, athava, trayah, tadrisham. Yatkimapi you can.
That is according to the linga.
According to the linga. So after 5 there is no linga vedam. So it will be samanameva. Pancha, pancha, pancha. Tadrisham.
Mahoday, just 1 minute. Balakaha means it will be only singular, no? So ekaha balakaha. So suppose it is balakaha, it can be a trayaha or a chatvara.
Anything more than 3. 3 or more than 3.
3 onwards.
Reading the sentence you can decide. Mostly the numbers, the number will be given in the bracket. If at all it's not given, then you can choose on your own depending upon the sentence. Go through the sentence carefully. Sometimes, like as Sundari Mahodaya said, it can be there can be nothing but balakaha. So which means it should be 1. You cannot use dvau or trayaha, something like that there. So you always look for such tricky things in the sentence, and after that you can decide.
Dhanyawada. Dhanyawada.
Mahoday, doubt last week's class videos and slides are different, no?
Last week's, you mean the class notes, Mahoday?
Slides. PowerPoint slides.
They are different.
A little bit, I think.
No. Actually, no. So you mean the 16th or
17th?
17th. So the slides are given 15th, 16th and 17th. All 3 slides are given. The previous week slides and this week's slide, and if there is anything which you're going to cover, if in any one of the class they are going ahead, that slide will also be posted here. Do you have any difficulty in opening this?
No difficulty in opening, but I found that the slides were different. What was taught is.
Oh.
That's the only thing.
Oh,
I don't need to start so.
Which
I thought so.
can you...
I didn't check up with the video as such. But I thought so.
We mean the Sakarmaka one?
Other things. Okay, I'll check up once
Okay, I'll
more.
check, Mahodaya. I'll check.
Okay.
अस्तु. इदानीम् अद्यतनविषयं गच्छामः. वयम् अद्य नूतनविषयं पठिष्यामः. सन्धि. अद्य वयं सन्धि आरम्भं कुर्मः. ततः पूर्वं किञ्चित् बेसिक् आवश्यकम् अस्ति. तदर्थमेव वयं माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि इति एकम् अस्ति. तद्विषये किञ्चित् पठामः. स्क्रीन् दृश्यते खलु? So all of us know, we have been reading Sanskritam for more than 2 years. So we all know who Panini is. Who is Panini?
Sanskrit grammarian.
He gave all sutras.
He's the grammarian who gave all the sutras in one book called Ashtadhyayi. There are close to 4,000 sutras. It has all the rules of Sanskrit language in one place. That is Ashtadhyayi. His book name is Ashtadhyayi. So how he was able to make that possible? So there is a popular karika regarding this. Drittavasane Nataraja Rajo Danagadakkam Navapanchavaram Udhartu Kamaha Sanakadi Siddhan Etat Vimarshe Siva Sutra Jalam. So there is a interesting story behind Panini. So Panini was not as brilliant when he was born. So his mother told him to do penance, and he did severe penance on Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva was pleased with his penance, and then he performed his cosmic dance in front of him. And after that, he sounded his drum 14 times, Dakka. So from that 14 sounds of the Dakka, Damaru, Panini interpreted in a different way. He took it in the form of sutras. So those sutras are called as Maheshwara Sutrani. Maheshwarani Sutrani. So since it is received from Maheshwara, it is called as Maheshwara Sutrani. So these 14 sutras are the basics of Ashtadhyayi. They form the base of Ashtadhyayi. So this is how the story goes. So Drittavasani, at the end of the dance of Lord Shiva, Nanada, he sounded. What did he sound? Dakkam, Damarum. Damarum, he sounded the Damaru, Navapanchavaram. Navapancha, it is another way of telling Nava plus Pancha, 9 plus 5, 14 times. Lord Shiva sounded his drum for 14 times. So, Etat Vimarshe Ityukte interpret. So, Panini Maharshi, though it came as just sound, because of his penance, he understood and interpreted them as sutras. So, those sutras are the building blocks of Ashtadhyayi or the entire Sanskritam grammar. So, this is the basic story of the Maheshwara Sutrani. So, we'll be, as we go more and more into Maheshwara Sutras and Panini and Ashtadhyayi, we'll be like very much blown away. The way he has done Ashtadhyayi, the way he has formatted, codified, and he has presented in a very nice way, that will be like amazing, beyond our intelligence to grasp that even. So we'll slowly learn more about Panini later. We also daily say that in our prayer. Yenakshara samamnayam adhigamya maheshwara kritsnam vyakaranam proktam tasmai panineye namaha. So we are going down to that Panini. Tasmai panineye namaha. Kimartam ityukte saha maheshwarat adhigamya maheshwarat saha tapas kritva maheshwarat akshara samamnayam pratavan. Akshara samamnayam ityukte akshara samuhaha. Arrangement of letters. He got the letters from Maheshwara. So with the base of that Akshara Samamnayam, Kritsnam Vyakaranam. Kritsnam ityukte Sampurnam. Sampurnam Vyakaranam Proktam. He told, he gave in the form of Ashtadhyayi. So to that Panini Maharishi we go. That is the meaning of that Yenakshara Samamnayam. So Akshara Samamnayam is nothing but which it is referring to the Maheshwara Sutras. So these are the Shiva Sutras. We will go after them one by one. So I will read out once. I, un, ruluk, e, ong, I, ouch, haya, varat, lan, nyama, ngana, nam, jabanj, ghadhadash, jabagadadash, khapa, chatata, chatatau, kapai, shashasar, hal, iti, maheshwarani sutrani. So these are the 14 sutras. So based on the sound of the Damaru, Panini interpreted them. He received them as in the form of these sutras. So based on these sutras, he created the entire Ashtadhyayi. So this is a blessing, the blessing to not only to him but also for all of us. So if you go through that, what do you all notice? What are they?
The Aksharamala.
Aksharamala eva. I, U, these are swaras. Rul, these are swaras. Evo, swaras. I, ouch, swaras. Hayava, la, nyamanga. So all these, starting from Hayava until Hal, all are Vyanjanas. So these are nothing but the Matruka Varnamala, what we study as swaras and Vyanjanani. We study, starting from the Pancha, Vargiya Vanjana, Avargiya Vanjana, Sarvam. Ete sarve eva atra dattani santi. So it is, but do you note any difference? Do you see?
Arranged in a different order.
Samyak. So it is in a different order. In Vyanjanas, we read it as ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. And also swaras a, I, e, like that. But the order is a little different here. Rather than going as ka, here Vyanjanas start with hayava. So he has done this in a way so that it is easy for understanding Sandhi. So we will learn more about this later. So these Maheshwarani Sutrani is nothing but the Aksharamala, Varnamala, the Matruka Varnamala, which we study at the beginning of Sanskritam, but in a different order. So it has a specific purpose. So why it is created, what is the real reason behind this, everything we will know. So before that, we will once again read this out. Rita Magate Bhavati Anuvadam Karotu. I, un, lik, atra l iti swaraha eva. R nasti litrakara lakara rikara sambandhe ऋकारः भविष्यति तद् अत्र नास्ति एतत् लिकारः ग्लिसरिन् इति वदामः चेत् तत्र क्लिप्तं तादृशम् एतत् स्वरः अस्ति अत्र कन्फ्यूषन् मास्तु तदनन्तरम् ए ओङ् ऐ औच् इदानीं हर्षमहोदय भवती करोतु हयवरट् लन् Nyama ngana nam jaban ghadhadash सर्वे महाप्राणाः एव ghadhadash jabagadash kapha chatata chatatau अत्र क आरभ्य थ पर्यन्तं सर्वे महाप्राणाः तदनन्तरं चटत अल्पप्राणाः कपै शशसर् हल् इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि चिन्ता नास्ति एतत् विषये
अत्र नव स्वराः अस्ति
आगच्छामः तत्र किमर्थम् अत्र तादृशम् अस्ति इति आगच्छामः ततः पूर्वम् अहम् अत्र अष्टाध्यायी वेब्सैट् मध्ये गच्छन्ति चेत् माहेश्वरसूत्र तस्य रेकार्डिङ्ग् अस्ति तत् श्रोतुं शक्नुमः एतत् श्रुत्वा कण्ठस्थीकर्तुमपि शक्नुमः। एतत् कण्ठस्थीकुर्मः चेत् बहु लाभाय भविष्यति। किमर्थम् इत्युक्ते सन्धिविषये एतत् बहु प्रयोजनकरं भवति। स्वरसन्धिविषये नास्ति, किन्तु व्यञ्जनसन्धि विसर्गसन्धि यदा पठामः तस्मिन् समये एतानि माहेश्वरसूत्राणि बहु प्रयोजनं भवति। अतः समयं प्राप्नोति चेत् गत्वा शृणोतु, कण्ठस्थी अपि कुर्वन्तु। इदानीं
महोदय, महाप्राण, I do not know.
महाप्राण इत्युक्ते स्पष्टं किञ्चित् मोर्, यु हाव् टु स्ट्रेस् मोर्। इदानीम् एकनिमिषम्, अत्र पश्यतु, अत्र घ इति वक्तव्यम्। अत्र ज प्लेन् ज, अत्र घ, अत्र घ, अत्र घ, तादृशं more. If you are giving more stress, then it is mahaprana. If it is plain, then it is alka prana.
Got it. धन्यवादः।
इदानीम् अत्र पश्यामः चेत् अत्र केचन वर्णाः, अत्र केवलं वर्णाः सन्ति, भिन्नपद्धत्याम् अस्ति इति वयं ज्ञातवन्तः। अत्र केचन वर्णाः हरितवर्णे अस्ति, केचन वर्णाः रक्तवर्णे सन्ति। किमर्थम् इत्युक्ते तत्र विषयम् अस्ति। अत्र एतत् अस्ति प्रथमं सूत्रम्, अ इ उम् इति प्रथमं सूत्रम् अस्ति। अत्र इति अस्ति, एतस्य नामः अस्ति इत्। Don't worry about what it and all. The name of this letter is it. The final letter in each sutra is called as it. In second sutra, ruluk, it is a it. A ong, ing is a it. I, ouch, atra chakaraha, it. So all the red ones, marked red ones, are nothing, they are called as it varnaha. Kimartham ityukte. So first of all, we have to know, we already know the aksharas and vyanjanas. Then what is the specific use of arranging in a different order? So the primary purpose of this Maheshwara Sutra is Pratyahara Nirmanam. There is something called Pratyahara, which is a technical term, which we will know. Pratyahara ityukte, it's nothing but it's a two-letter word. It is a two-letter word. There is only two letters in that, but it is a concise representation of group of letters. Avagatam va? Pratyahara ityukte, it is just a two-letter word. But that two-letter word will specify a group of letters. Varna samuham pradarshayati.
Pratyahara means implied, no?
Pratyahara means concised. It is a concise representation of group of letters. So we know sandhi. How does sandhi happen? Sandhi happen between two words. So the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the second word, they join together and form sandhi. So the last letter of the first word can be anything, and the first letter of the second word can be anything. So Panini wanted to say it in a easy fashion. So if you want to say, if there are swaras in the first letters in the first words last, then you need not say a, I, u, ru, like that. Then you will say ach. We already know ach means swara. That ach, where does that come from? It is coming from this Maheshwara Sutra only. So instead of saying a, I, u, ru, l, a, I, o, like that, Panini will say ach. So instead of saying ka, like that, all the vyanjanas, he will say hal. So that is called as pratyahara. Achitite, it is a two-letter word, but it is representing a group of letters. For example, swaras. Hal is a two-letter word, which again represents group of letters. That means all the vyanjanas. So how brilliantly Panini, using this concept of pratyahara, he codified everything. Just instead of mentioning everywhere. So yes, there are a lot of sandhis we'll be studying, and there will be more different niyamas in each and every sandhi. So instead of saying this letter comes in the first, this letter comes in the next, he just says this pratyahara. If this pratyahara is here and this pratyahara is there, then this sandhi will happen. That's all. So to make things easy, he used the concept of pratyahara. So pratyahara is nothing but concised representation of group of letters. It will have only 2 letters. Avagatam va?
Mahode, that is why we call it as Halan Shabdam.
Satyam. Hal itukte, we know that it halant itukte hal antaha alantaha. So it can be takaranta or makaranta, jagaranta. It can be anything. So ta, ma, ya, everything represent hal. So everything will come under hal. We will see that now. So ach will represent all.
Sorry. Concise representation of group of words.
Group of letters. So all things here we are dealing with only letters. There is nothing to do with pada. So etavat paryantam avagatam va?
It's a short code.
Code. It's nothing but code, highly codified word. That's all. To represent something. Idanim pashyatu tatra pratyahara nirmanam. Now we saw that kimartam maheshwara sutrani kritani pratyahara nirmanartham, for the construction of pratyaharas. We just noticed what is pratyahara. Pratyahara itukte varnadvayam asti, kintu tatra varnanam samuhah asti. Kevalam varnadvayam nasti, varnadvayameva atra asti, kintu tadvara varna samuhanam avagamanam bhavishyati. Tadeva pratyaharah iti uchyate. Idanim patamaha. Atra pashyatu ach. Ach iti vayam sarve janimah. Ach atra kati varnaah santi? Ach. Lakshmi Mahode bhavati vadatu.
चत्वारः.
नास्ति, अहं किं वक्ष्यामि. अच् अत्र प्रत्याहारे कति वर्णाः सन्ति? How many letters are there in the pratyahara ach? Ich, that's all. There are only 2 letters.
Okay.
So ach is a pratyahara. It has only 2 letters. Ich.
Ich. Astu Mahode.
So kutra asti?
Prathama.
प्रथमसूत्रस्य प्रथम अक्षरमस्ति. प्रथमम् अक्षरम् चकारः कुत्र अस्ति?
अन्ते
अस्ति.
अन्ते नास्ति. चतुर्थं सूत्रमस्ति. तत्र अन्तिमवर्णः चकारः. सो अच् इत्युक्ते अ आरभ्य च पर्यन्तं ये वर्णाः सन्ति तेषां सर्वेषां ग्रहणं भवति. किन्तु अत्र इत् वयं पठितवन्तः खलु. इत् वर्णां त्यक्तव्यम्. सो अच् इत्युक्ते अत्र द बिगिनिंग लेटर इज so a is in the first sutra. A is the first letter of the first sutra, whereas cha is the last letter of the fourth sutra. So starting from a and until cha, we have to include all the swara, all the letters excluding the it. So we have to exclude the it varnas. Nakaram tektavyam, takaram tektavyam, nakaram tektavyam, chakaram api tektavyam. Avagatam va? So what is remaining? A, I, U, R, L, A, O, I, Au. So these are the swaras. These are the letters that will be included in the ach pratyahara. Avagatam va? So we now know what is it. It is nothing but the ending letter, ending hal. All are hal only. If you notice, all the ending letters in the Maheshwara Sutras are hal varna eva. So antima al varnaha tektavyaha. So we need not consider that into the we need not include them into the pratyahara. That is just to indicate the boundary. What is the use of it? It itukte seema, boundary. तदेव निर्दिशति. अत्र स्थापयन्तु इति इत् वर्णाः एव प्रदर्शयन्ति. तदेव तस्य प्रयोजनम्. अवगतं वा? इदानीं गायत्री महोदय भवती पृष्टवती. अत्र अकारः अस्ति किन्तु आकारः नास्ति. इकारः अस्ति किन्तु ईकारः नास्ति. उकारः अस्ति ऊकारः नास्ति. ऋकारः अस्ति ऋकारः नास्ति. किमर्थम्? अत्रापि एकं विषयं स्वीकृतवान्. आ इत्युक्ते अत्र केवलं ह्रस्व अकारः मात्रं नास्ति. ह्रस्वाकारः, दीर्घाकारः, प्लुताकारः. So all 3 akaras are embedded in the akara itself. So if Panini says a, then he means akara, a and a. So just by mentioning as a, Panini is including all the three akaras. Similarly, e, u, u. Sorry.
18 form.
There is something called Pluta. Do you remember that, Mahodaya? We normally don't come across Pluta because it is not in usage. In Vyavaharika, Samskrita Vyavahare nasti. That Pluta Aksharam Vedeshu eva asti. Ataha we don't study in Aksharamala. But Akara means there are three Prabhetaha. Rasvakaraha, Dirghakaraha, Pluta Akaraha. So कीदृशं भेदं भवति इति वयं पठामः. इदानीम् अवगच्छन्तु. आ इत्युक्ते तत्र त्रिविधाः अकाराः अपि अत्र अन्तर्भूताः सन्ति. अकारः आ आ इ उ उ उ सर्वेषामपि ह्रस्व दीर्घ प्लुत भवितुम् अर्हति. अत्र केचन नियमाः सन्ति. तस्मिन् विषये वयम् अग्रे पठामः. एतावत् पर्यन्तम् अवगतं वा?
Mahoday, what is Plut in out of these three? Which one is Plut?
Pluta is some idanim hrasva. It is based on something called matra kala iti vadamaha. So eka matra kala. It is based on the measurement, amount of time taken to pronounce that akara. So if it is 1 second or something equivalent to that, it is hrasva. If it is more like 2 seconds or more, this is hrasva. This is dirgha. That is Pluta. So Pluta we have no usage generally. Only in Sambodhana, Dhurat Sambodhana, Pluta is used. Generally it is not used. When we say, hey Rama, in that sense Pluta is possible. But other than that, there is no usage in right now. In Vedeshu eva Plutaha bahutra drishyante. Avagatam va? So there are more difference in Akara also. So not only this, there are Udata, Anudata, Swarita, Anunasika, Ananunasika iti bahu vishayam asti. Kintu idanim asmin stare etateva paryaptam. So if Panini says Akara, then he is referring to Akara, A and A. All three are included in Akara. If you want to specifically mention as Hrasva, he will say Hrasva Akara, like that. Otherwise, all three akaras are included. Avagatam va? Astu. Idanim.
So Mahodaya, E also Hrasvam api asti, Dirgham api asti.
Hrasva, Dirgha, Pluta.
Pluta.
All are there. So A, O, I, O, they don't have Hrasva. L, they don't have Dirgha. So A, I, U, R, they all have Hrasva, Dirgha and Pluta. So we need not go much. There is no need to go so deep into that right now. But if you are interested, then you can check and know about this. Right now, this much of information is enough. Avagatam va? Idanim Harsha Mahodaya, bhavati pratyahara ityukte kim iti vadatu?
Pratyahara ityukte concised form of letters.
Concised form of letters. Uttamam. Kalpana Mahodaya, bhavati ekam udaharanam vaktum shaknoti va? Pratyahara.
Ach.
Uttamam. अत्र माहेश्वरसूत्रे अन्तिमवर्णः कः? एकनिमिषं, रोहिणी महोदय भवती वदतु. माहेश्वरसूत्रेषु अन्तिमवर्णः कः? अरि उन् अत्र नकारः कः? इत्. तस्य नाम अस्ति इत्. इत् वर्णः इति नाम. अस्तु, रामु महोदय भवान् वदतु. इत् वर्णस्य प्रयोजनं किम्?
संक्षेपेण वदनस्य सूत्ररूपेण वदनेन.
संक्षेपरूपेण प्रत्याहारनिर्माणविषये साहाय्यं करोति किन्तु एतत् सीमां करोति that only stops
सीमां निर्दिश्यति
उत्तमं सीमा निर्दिशति that it varna only represents where we have to stop. So the first varna can be anything from the green, whereas the second varna will inevitably be the it varna. So the it varna will kind of stop where to stop. It will guide us where to stop. अस्तु इदानीं प्रशान्त् महोदय प्रत्याहारनिर्माणे कथं किं विषयं त्यक्तव्यम्?
Sorry, pratyaharam?
While during the construction of pratyaharas, so which we have to include and which we should not include?
The red one?
Tamam, vadatu. Satyam. The red one we have to include or not?
Not include.
Not include. So the red one should be it should not be added. Only the other varnas are added. So for example, ach an iti vadamaha. An ityukte idanim ekanimishamं काञ्चन महोदय भवती वदतु. अन् इत्युक्ते
अ इ उ
अ आरभ्य उन् पर्यन्तं किन्तु नकारं त्यक्तव्यम् अतः अ इ उ. So only a e u is included in the pratyahara an. उत्तमम्. इदानीं गायत्री महोदय इक् इति प्रत्याहारः अस्ति.
महोदय
इक् इ कुत्र अस्ति?
द्वितीये
सूत्रे द्वितीयम् अक्षरं. ककारः कुत्र अस्ति?
ककारः तृतीये
द्वितीये सूत्रे अन्तिमवर्णः ककारः. सो इदानीम् इक् प्रत्याहारे के वर्णाः सन्ति?
प्रथमे द्वितीयम् अक्षरम्.
इदानीं वदतु के वर्णाः इति वदतु. इ आरभ्य इत् पर्यन्तं के वर्णाः सन्ति तेषां ग्राहणं भवितव्यम्. के वर्णाः?
इ उ इत् ऋ
इन् त्यक्तव्यं वा?
इन् ऋ सो पञ्चवर्ण.
अत्र पश्यतु नकारः अपि इत्वर्णः ककारः अपि इत्वर्णः.
ओके देन् षड् वर्णाः
नास्ति. इदानीं भवती दीर्घं कृतं तस्मिन् विषये मा गच्छतु. केवलम् अत्र कति वर्णाः सन्ति इति एव वदतु. इ उ इन् ऋ लृ
वर्णाः सन्ति.
पुनः वदतु.
षड् वर्णाः सन्ति.
नास्ति महोदय, 4 वर्णाः. इ उ ऋ लृ.
दीर्घ अपि महोदय.
दीर्घम् इदानीं त्यजतु. तत् इ इति वदामः चेदेव तत्र ह्रस्वदीर्घप्लुत त्रयाणामपि अवगमनं तत्रैव भविष्यति. अतः पृथक्तया वक्तव्यं नास्ति. अवगतं वा? So if you say E itself, then it includes hraswa dirgha and pluta. No need to say E, U like that and all. So we can just count it as 1.
E 1, then U 1, N 1, then R 1, then Ik.
So किं त्यक्तव्यम्?
महोदय
किं त्यक्तव्यम्? अहम् एकवारं वदामि. इदानीं प्रत्याहारस्य नाम अस्ति इक्. इक् इति प्रत्याहारः. इक् इत्युक्ते प्रथमवर्णः इ. इ कुत्र अस्ति? प्रथमे सूत्रे द्वितीयम् अक्षरम् इ. ककारः कुत्र अस्ति? द्वितीये सूत्रे अन्तिमवर्णः ककारः. अतः ई आरभ्य इत् पर्यन्तं ये वर्णाः सन्ति तेषां ग्रहणं कर्तव्यं, किन्तु इत् वर्णं त्यक्तव्यम्. So starting from E until it, we have to include all the letters, but we have to exclude the it varna. The red ones we have to exclude. It should not be included.
Then only 4, Mahodaya.
Satyam, that is what I am asking. It is only 4. In it pratyahara, there are only 4 varnas. E, U, R, L.
E, U, R, R.
R nasti L. L. एतत् स्वरः एव. लृ इत्युक्ते तत् लकार ऋकारयोः मेलनेन भवति, तत्र गुणिताक्षरं भवति, तत् नास्ति, तत् व्यञ्जनमस्ति. अत्र ल इति स्वरः अस्ति.
ल महोदय.
ल ल.
ओके, ल.
सो इक् प्रत्याहारे चत्वार वर्णाः
सन्ति.
चत्वार वर्णाः सन्ति. इ उ ऋ ल इति. अण् प्रत्याहारे अ इ उ इति we have 3
त्रयवर्णाः.
वर्णत्रयम् अस्ति अत्र. इदानीम् इक् प्रत्याहारे वर्णचतुष्टयम् अस्ति. इदानीम् अवगतं वा?
आम् महोदय.
इदानीं किञ्चित् व्यञ्जनविषये किञ्चित् पठामः. स्वरविषये इदानीं दृष्टवन्तः. व्यञ्जनविषये ह य व रट् लन्. अत्र ह त्यजतु, य व र ल एते सर्वे अन्तस्थाः. We call it as antasthaha. It is a avargiya vyanjanam which we will be seeing at the last. Do you remember? Ka ka, the matruka varnamala, it will be the last in the bottom. So yavarala, the one before in the avargiya vyanjanam, it will be the first, and then shashasa. So these yavarala, they are called as antasthaha. So the name is because of the it's a grammatical name. Based on the prayatna, which is something deep, which is not necessary as of now. Then the next sutra covers nyama nga na nam. So what are they? Can anyone say?
They are the last letters in one letter.
The last letter anunasika in each varga.
Satyam. So the last column of the vargiya vyanjana. So in vargiya vyanjana we have ka, kha, ga, ga, nga. That nga is here. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. Ta, 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 dha, na. Ta, 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 na. Pa, 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 ma. So all the anunasikas are in this sutra, or represented in the sutra, which is called as anunasikaha. Varga panchamaha. Vargiya vyanjaneshu panchamaha. Ite panchame stambe. So it is in the 5th column. अवगतं वा? इदानीं जभञ्ज घढधश्. सो एते सर्वे वर्गचतुर्थाः. सो they come under the 4th column. क ख ग घ घ. So this 4th g, all the 4th column aksharas will come in the they are categorized in the वर्गचतुर्थाः. तदनन्तरं ज ब ग ड दश्. So all the tritiya stambha varnaha atra santi. Ka ka ga cha cha ja ta ta da. Then so all the tritiya stambha varnaha atra santi. So ete sarve mrudu vyanjanani. Mrudu vyanjanani itukte they are called as soft vyanjanas. Eka nimisham. So they are given in this order. In Maheshwara Sutra, first antasthaha are given, then anunasikaha, then varga chaturthaha, then varga tritiyaha. So all these are called as mrudu vyanjanas, or soft vowels. Kshamyatam, soft vyanjanas. Then next if we see, we have kha, pha, cha, tha, tha, cha, ta, tav, and kapai. So this this two sutra include the first and the second column of the Vargiya Vyanjanas. Ka, kha, cha, cha, ta, tha, ta, tha, pa, pa. So all the first and the second column of the Vargiya Vyanjanas or in the next set. Then comes the shasasar hal. These are nothing. These are called as ushmanaha. So this is the construction of the 14 sutras. The exact placement of the various letters in the sutras. So and these are called as karkasha vyanjana or kator vyanjana. They are rough. Their pronunciation requires more pressing something like that.
Which one more? Kapaya?
Ka arabhya.
Oh.
Ka arabhya sarve karkasha vyanjanaah. They are called as karkasha vyanjana. So any doubt on this? So the 14 sutras, they have all the aksharas in the Matruka Varnamala in a different order. The order is different so that it is easy for the construction of Pratyahara. Pratyahara is nothing but a 2-letter word. It is a concise representation of group of letters. For example, Ach. Ach refers to the all the swaras and Hal refers to all the vyanjanas. Like this, we have an, ik, like yan, kar, hash. Iti bahuni pratyaharaha santi. There are 44 pratyaharas. Actually, it is possible to have due to permutation we can have any number of pratyaharas. But actually, Panini Maharshi has used only 44 pratyaharas in Ashtadhyayi. So, because others have no use, other combination does not exist for the Sandhi purpose. So, in the pratyahara nirmana samaye, achityute arabhya cha paryantam tesham varnanam grahanam kartavyam kintu yit varnam tektavyam. This is the most important thing. We have to exclude the nakara, kakara, ngakara, chakara. All the varnas, the marked red one should be excluded for the pratyahara.
Could you give some examples, one or two, like how it helps in the formation in Pratyahara?
For what, Mahodaya, you are asking? You mean the example of Sandhi or?
Yes.
You mean the Pratyahara example?
Yes.
अस्तु अहम् एकवारं वदामि. इदानीम् अन् इति एकः प्रत्याहारः अस्ति. अन् अत्र अत्र अस्ति नकारः अस्ति.
English or Hindi?
Shamita?
Sorry. Can you explain in English?
You want in English? Okay. Yeah, sure. An, there is a pratyahara called an. So the starting letter is a and the ending letter is na. So starting from a until na, we have to include all the letters excluding the it varna. The ending letter of all the 14 sutra is called as it varna, so which has to be excluded. The only purpose of it varna is to stop. It will stop. It will indicate where to stop. It is an indicatory of sima. So it will tell us where to stop. That is the only purpose of the it varna. So for example, an itte a I u. Only 3 letters are included in the pratyahara an. Ik itte e arabhya ik paryantam. So in that we have to include e, u, na tektavyam because it is a it varna. Then r, l. Once again ik tektavyam because it is a it varna. So in ik pratyahara we have e, u, r, l. Only 4 varnas are there in ik pratyahara. Then eng. Eng iti ekah pratyahara asti. Idanim Prashant Mahodaya bhavan vadatu. Eng pratyahare.
Eng, A-O.
A-O. Only A and O are included in the eng pratyahara. Aich. Ekanamsham.
A-Au.
I-Au. I-Au. I-Au in the Aich pratyahara. Avagatam va?
Yes. Dhanavad.
Idanim ekanamsham. हेमन्ति महोदये यन् प्रत्याहारे के वर्णाः सन्ति?
य व र ल.
उत्तमम्. य व र ल. Only 4 varnas in the yan pratyahara. Ya arabhya in paryantam. So it and in we have to exclude because it is a it varna. So the leftover is ya va ra la. Avagatam va?
Avagatam.
Kanchan Mahodaya bhavati nyam pratyahara ke varnaः सन्ति? कांचन महोदय अस्ति वा?
आं महोदय.
न्यं
प्रत्याहार पञ्चः वर्णाः सन्ति.
के वर्णाः?
न्य म ङ ण.
So the antima
makara ita varna अस्ति. इत प्रत्याहारः अस्ति. ते त्यक्त्वा पञ्च वर्णाः सन्ति.
उत्तमम्. So न्यं प्रत्याहारे सर्वे अनुनासिकाः सन्ति. अवगतं वा? So यन् प्रत्याहारे अन्तस्थाः सन्ति. So तादृशं it is easy to group. So like this Panini is grouping. Now you can understand why this has come here. So by saying yan is including the antasthaha. By saying nyam he is including all the varga panchamas. By saying ach is including all the swaras. So he is technically using this this concept of pratyahara to represent letters. Avagatam va?
So Mahodaya, we say hush, is it Mahodaya?
Hush.
Hush.
Hush ityukte atra pashyatu ha arabhya ish paryantam. So mrudu vyanjana, it is a pratyahara which represent mrudu vyanjanas. Hush ityukte it includes all the mrudu vyanjanas. Mrudu vyanjanas ityukte third column, fourth column, fifth column and yavarala ha. मृदु व्यंजना इत्युक्ते एकनिमिषम्. So मृदु अत्र बॉक्स मध्ये ये सन्ति that is what we call as मृदु व्यंजनम्. So वर्ग तृतीय चतुर्थ पंचम यार लव ह, these are called as मृदु व्यंजना. The rest are called as कर्कश व्यंजना. अवगतं वा? So the first line is called as ku. He is also using another representation ku. Vayam natvam paditavandah khalu tat samaye vayam ku tu idan etadrisham api paditavandah. Ku ityukte it represents all the ka kha gha gha nga. So this is also a representation, but it is not a pratyahara. So harsh ityukte it includes all the mrudu vyanjanas. Ha arabhya ish paryantam sarve varnaha antima itvarnaः त्यक्तव्याः. So अन्येषां वर्णानां ग्रहणं भवितव्यम्.
Mahodaya, it looks same like our Tamil language grammar. We say kachata tapara, nyanana namana.
But I don't know whether there is pratyahara. I don't think there is pratyahara concept there. There is not much sandhi concept also there. But here it is more detailed. Because sandhi is such a vast concept that he is using this pratyahara extensively. But kachata, as you said, it is similar only.
No, kachatatapa is only word. There is no pratyahara in Tamil.
There is no pratyahara in that. That is what I said. There is no pratyahara, something called pratyahara in Tamil language. But in Sanskritam, there is pratyahara. So which is a brilliant way to represent the letters.
Only in Tamil it is there. Only in Sanskrit it is there.
Yes, pratyahara is there only in Sanskrit. इदानीं वयम् इदानीमेव पठितवन्तः. अच् प्रत्याहारे सर्वे स्वराः सन्ति. इक् प्रत्याहारे इ उ ऋ ल एते एव सन्ति. तदनन्तरं यन् प्रत्याहारे गीता महोदय भवती वदतु. यन् प्रत्याहारे के वर्णाः सन्ति?
Mohode, yo, wo, ro, lo. To or no has to be excluded.
उत्तमं हल् इदानीं कस्याः अवसरः राम् महोदय भवान् वदतु हल् प्रत्याहारे के वर्णाः सन्ति हल् प्रत्याहारे राम् महोदय अस्ति वा हल् हल् ह आरभ्य अत्र इल् पर्यन्तं सर्वे व्यञ्जनानि सर्वाणि व्यञ्जनानि उत्तमं सर्वाणि व्यञ्जनानि हल् प्रत्याहारे सन्ति अत्र ह द्विवारम् आगच्छति माहेश्वरसूत्रेषु ह अत्रापि अस्ति अत्र अन्तिमे अपि अस्ति अत्र एकः विशेषनियमः अस्ति बिकास् it also comes under ऊष्माणः and also comes under mrudu vyanjanam. So in order to match make it possible in both the place, he has included her in both the case. एतावत् पर्यन्तम् अवगतम् इति चिन्तयामि इदानीं वयं यत् पठितवन्तः तदेव अत्र अस्ति अकारः इत्युक्ते if Panini is referring as a, it includes a. So when we put a and write the symbol 3 or 4, then it represents pluta. So if it is Hrasvakara, this is Dirghakara and this is Plutakara. So the Pluta is used only in Vedas and not much in Vyavahare, it's not there. So all the swaras have this basic difference. Whereas A, I, O, they don't have Hrasva. Whereas Lukara doesn't have Dirgha. So pratyahara nirmana samaye varnadvayameva santi antima it varnaha tektavyam. So this is about Maheshwara Sutra. Now we will get a basic introduction about Sandhi. So idanim Hemanti Mahodeye ekanimisha. भवती एतत् पठतु
यदि प्लस अपि
इदानीं वेगेन पठतु
यद्यपि प्रत्येकं
वेगेन पठतु यद्यपि तादृशं पठतु
यद्यपि
इदानीं it became यद्यपि अवगतं वा when you pronounce it fast, the last letter of the first word will flow naturally into the first letter of the second word, forming a melana. This is a natural phenomenon. Sandhi is not someone Panini Maharishi wrote the rules and then we have to speak according to the rules. It's not like that. Based he observed how the people were talking, and based on that, for the beginners to understand, he codified the rules. So Sandhi is a natural process. If you speak fastly, naturally the Sandhi will happen. For example, pratyekam. It became pratyekam. Naturally, the Sandhi will occur. So if you are speaking faster, the Sandhi is a common phenomenon. So Sandhi is nothing but a natural phenomenon. So Sandhi, when does Sandhi happen? Sandhi samhitayam ityukte closeness or proximity. Samidhyam, samipam, samibhyam, samhitayam. These are paryaya shabdas, which means proximity or closeness. So Sandhi can happen only during proximity. So when two words are close or near to each other, then Sandhi can happen. So Uchcharana samaye padadvayoho madhye arthamatra viramaha atava tasmat nyunaha samayaha asti chet sandhihi bhavishyati. So idanim prati ekam iti asti. Atra vayam vegena patamah chet atra samayah gap kinchit eva asti. Ataha sandhihi bhavishyati. Vayoho padadvayoho madhye viramaha न्यूनं भविष्यति चेत् सन्धि भविष्यति. अवगतं वा? किमपि प्रश्नाः सन्ति वा? So sandhi, in order for the sandhi to happen, closeness, first samibhyam is the first niyamam. If you are taking too much time, like prati, ekam. If you are taking too much time, then there is no need for sandhi at all. But if you are speaking faster, then sandhi will happen naturally. It is a natural phenomenon. So it happens between the last letter of the first word. So there are two words here. So it happens between the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the second word. Sandhi usually happens only between these two, because it will naturally flow. The last letter will naturally flow into the second letter so that it can mingle. It can melanam will happen. So this process is called as sandhi. So dvayoho padayoho madhye varna vikaraha asti.
Mahodaya, can you just the previous slide, that this ucharana samaye.
Ucharana samaye padadvayoho madhye. So in between two words, ardha matra viramaha. Matra itukte, it's a measurement of time. Like this is one matra kala. So if it is less than this time, viramaha itukte gap. Adava tasmat nyunaha. So if there is lesser gap lesser than half matra or so, then sandhi will happen. So pratama padasya antima varnaha agrima padasya adima varnena saha melane. So what does that mean? So the antima varna, the last letter of the pratama varna. Pratama padasya antima varnaha. So antima varna of the first word and the agrima padasya adima varnaha. Adima varnaha itukte beginning letter of the second word. So tesha melane samhita asti chet sandhi bhavishyati. अत्र केवलं वर्णकार्यम् एव अस्ति, पदानां कार्यं नास्ति. किम् इत्युक्ते पदानां कार्यम् अस्ति चेत् तत्र समासं भविष्यति. तस्मिन् विषये वयम् अग्रे पठामः. इदानीं मनसि स्थापयन्तु, सन्धि इत्युक्ते केवलं वर्णकार्यं. There is only to do with letters. It has nothing to do with the padam. There is nothing happening to the padam, but only the varna vikara. Vikara itukte that parinamam or change or parinamam, something is happening. So varna vikaram bhavishyati samibhyat. Due to closeness or proximity of two words, sandhi karyam, varna vikaram happens, which is called as sandhi. Avagatam va? वर्णविकारः इत्युक्ते किं? वर्णस्य परिवर्तनम् अथवा आदेशरूपेण परिवर्तनम् अथवा परिणामं, चेंज. विकारः इत्युक्ते चेंज. So one varna will change into some other varna. That is called as vikara. So tatah purvam, we also have to notice that there is something called gunitaksharam. So Sundari Mahodaya, can you say what is gunitaksharam? म्यूट् मध्ये अस्ति महोदय. श्रूयते वा? सुन्दरी महोदय, श्रूयते वा?
आम् आम् आम्.
गुणिताक्षरम् इत्युक्ते किम्?
What is gunitaksharam? No, I don't know.
चिन्ता नास्ति. इदानीम् एकनिमिषम्.
Ka plus equals ka is called gunitaksharam.
इदानीम् उत्तमम्. So स्वराः इत्युक्ते स्वयं विराजन्ते इति स्वराः. इत्युक्ते आ इति अस्ति चेत् अहम् इदानीम् अकारः इति वदामि चेत् अत्र केवलम् अकारः एव अस्ति, किन्तु ककारः इति वदामि चेत् ककारः अकारः द्वे अपि सन्ति. एतदेव गुणिताक्षरम्. So Vyanjanam cannot stand on its own. All the Vyanjanas, they need swara support. For example, ka itukte kakaraha akaraha.
Ik plus a.
Ik plus a. Ku itukte kakara ukara. एतदेव गुणिताक्षरम् इति वदामः. मकार इत्युक्ते मकार अकार. तेषां स्वरस्य योजनेन विना व्यञ्जनं न तिष्ठति. Vyanjanam cannot stand without the swara. So all vyanjanas will have the swara ending by default. So for example, if you say Ramaha, so if you want to split it, it is rakara, akara, makara, akara. So atra gunitakshanam asti. Ra ityukte rakara akarayoho melanena, makara ityukte makara akarayoho melanena. Etad asti gunitaksharam. Samyuktaksharam ityukte kim?
Ro, sho.
Samyuktaksharam ityukte अत्र व्यञ्जनं two or more consonants are joined.
Two or more vyanjanas.
Two or more vyanjanas are joined. For example, in vadatu.
Ik plus sha.
Sha.
Ik plus a.
अत्रापि व्यञ्जनस्य आवश्यकम् अस्ति, स्वरस्य आवश्यकम् अस्ति.
आवश्यकम्.
ककार शकारयोः मेलनेन शकार क्ष इति भवति. अत्र श अस्ति संयुक्ताक्षरम्, अत्र कु अस्ति द्विताक्षरम्. So स्वराः स्वयं विराजन्ते इत्युक्ते they can stand on their own, but vyanjanas need the help of swaras. So there might be possible that gunita aksharam may be there in the sentence. So in that case, if gunita aksharam is there, it is not vikara, it is not varna vikara. We are just joining. We now saw, right? Ka plus a, it is ka. There is nothing new coming. There is no vikara happening in case of gunita akshara as well as samyukta akshara. Do you see any change there? No, there is no change or parinamam in gunita aksharam or samyukta aksharam. It is just varna melanam. So when two letters are close, then actually the vyanjana will take up the swara to become complete. So that is called as gunita aksharam. In case of gunita aksharam, tatra sandhi karyam nasti. Varna vikarah asti cheteva sandhi karyam. Gunita aksharam अथवा संयुक्ता अक्षरम अस्ति चेत् तत्र सन्धि कार्यं नास्ति, तत्र वर्ण मेलनम एव अस्ति. इदानीम् अवगच्छन्ति वा? वर्ण मेलनम वर्ण विकारम. संशयः अस्ति वा? वर्ण विकारम वर्ण मेलनम. अहम् एकम् उदाहरणं प्रदर्शयामि. इदानीं रोहिणी महोदये, भवती अत्र किं प्लस् अभवत् इति अत्र I have given kim plus abhavat atra and kim abhavat क्षम्यतां kim abhavat iti atra asti. So this is before this is one way of knowing whether varna vikaram is happening or varna melanam is happening. To identify that, we can follow this method. First we have to do the varna vichedanam. Rohini Mahodaya bhavati karvatu. रोहिणी महोदय अस्ति वा? अस्तु, रीना महोदय भवती करोतु.
महोदय asking me?
या भवती वर्ण विच्छेदनं करोतु. इत्युक्ते रामः इत्युक्ते रकार रेपः आकारः मकारः आकारः इति उक्तवती खलु, दृशम्. अत्र वर्ण विच्छेदनं करोतु.
प्लस ककारः प्लस
इकारः
प्लस
मकारः.
then अहं योजयामि अकारः then
बकारः. सर्वत्र ककारम् इति योजयन्तु.
भकारः वकारः
बकारः अकारः द्वयोः मेलने एव अत्र ब इति अस्ति.
बकारः then प्लस् अकारः प्लस् वकारः plus swara. Then takara.
उत्तमम्.
There is no swara.
अत्र अत्र अन्तिमवर्णः अल् वर्णः तत् तत् भवत् अभवत् इति हलन्तं हलन्तवर्णम् अस्ति तत् तत् चिन्ता नास्ति. इदानीं लक्ष्मी महोदय भवती अत्र अत्र वर्णमिच्छतु.
किम्? ओके. इक् प्लस्
ककारः सर्वदा ककारः
अस्तु महोदय. ककारः तदनन्तरम् इकारः तदनन्तरं मकारः तदनन्तरम् अकारः तदनन्तरं भकारः तदनन्तरम् अकारः तदनन्तरं वकारः अनन्तरम् अकारः तदनन्तरं तकारः.
उत्तमम्. इदानीम् एकनिमिषम्. इदानीं पश्यतु. So if you try to cancel out on both sides like a mathematical equation, you will get to know whether varna melanam has happened or varna vikaram has happened. So this is the basic understanding in Sandhi. So Sandhi is nothing but a varna vikaram. Something varna vikara is happening there. Varna melanam is not Sandhi. So if you cancel this, like if you keep the Sandhi before Sandhi word on the left side and the Sandhi Yukta Padam on the right side, and if you do the Varna Vichedanam, and if you cancel out the letters on both the sides, if nothing is remaining, then Sandhi has not happened. Atra Pashitu. Kakarah, Kakarah, cancel karoto. Ikarah, cancel karoto. Makarah, cancel karoto. Ta. All it's more or less equal on both the sides. So just im and has become which is nothing but Gunitaksharam. There is no vikara happened here. So there is no sandhi here. So it can be possible. This might be confusing because Kimabavat is a single word, whereas Yatra Kim plus Abavat iti Patadvayam asti. So we will naturally get a feeling that a sandhi has happened and that's why it has become a single word. But not. Here only Melanam has happened and it is just Gunita Aksharam. If there is Varna Vikara, then only we can call it as sandhi. If only Melanam, Samitaksharam or Gunitaksharam is there, then it is not sandhi. Avatam va? इदानीम् अग्रिमं करोतु. हर्षा महोदय भवती वदतु.
देवः प्लस् आलयः देवालयः. So दकारः
एकारः
कारः वकारः अकारः आकारः लकारः अकारः यकारः अकारः विसर्ग.
उत्तमम्. इदानीं कल्पना महोदय भवती देवालयः इति एतत् पदं वदतु.
दकारः इकारः वकारः आकारः लकारः लकारः अकारः यकारः अकारः अनुस्वरः
विसर्गः. इदानीं पश्यामः अत्र वर्णविकारम् अभवत् वा वर्णमेलनम् अभवत् वा इति पश्यामः. इदानीं पश्यतु. अत्र that which is in red varna or same on both the sides. So dakarah ekarah vakarah तदनन्तरम् आ अस्ति. अत्र केवलम् आकारः एव अस्ति, दीर्घ आकारः एव अस्ति, किन्तु अत्र ह्रस्वाकारः दीर्घाकारः द्वे अपि सन्ति अत्र. तदनन्तरं लकारः अकारः यकारः अकारः विसर्गः. So the red ones are common in both the place, whereas if you see the blue ones, that indicates that some change has occurred. Do you see some change has occurred? Some varna vikaram has happened. Instead of akara and akara, instead of two varnas, there is only one akara. So there is a varna vikara. So by this we can, so varna vikara has happened, so sandhi has happened. So this is the basic understanding with respect to sandhi. So if varna vikara is there, then sandhi has happened. Avagatam va? इदानीं तदेव अत्रापि दत्तमस्ति. अत्र किम् अभवत्? वदतु महोदय. वर्णविकार इत्युक्ते चेञ्ज्.
Yes, yes, it is changed, but the other one, could you the other
varnamelanam gunitaksharam. That is, the other one is gunitaksharam. Gunitaksharam itukte ka iti vadamah chet tatra kakarah akarah dve api santi. Yada ku iti vadamah chet tatra kakarah ukarah dve api santi. So atra varna melanam. Vyanjanam cannot stand on its own, so it requires a swara to operate. So for that reason, swara is added to make the Vyanjanam complete. Otherwise, Vyanjanam will not be complete at all. So that is just a Gunita Aksharam. It is called as Gunita Aksharam. Avagatam Mahodaya?
Yes, Varna Vikar was clear, but then Varna Vichet, could you like give one example again? So like
you mean to say like Varna Melanam?
Varna Vichet, yes.
Varna Vichedanam itukte breaking down words into the individual parts. For example, Rama. Varna Vichedanam itukte Vichedanam itukte cutting. Vichedanam itukte cutting. Varna Vichedanam itukte splitting the letters in a word. So Rama itukte Repaha, Akaraha, Makaraha, Akaraha. So this is called as Varna Vichedanam. Writing Repaha, Akara, Makara, Akara is called as Varna Vichedanam. Avagatam va?
Amod.
इदानीं तृतीयम् उदाहरणम् अत्र अस्ति. इदानीं हेमन्ती महोदय भवती करोतु. तत्र प्लस् एव.
तकारः अकारः तत्र हलन्त त्र इस् संयुक्ताक्षराणि.
उत्तमं. संयुक्ताक्षरं. त्र इत्युक्ते संयुक्ताक्षरम्. अत्र के वर्णाः सन्ति?
त एण्ड् र.
तकारः रेपः अकारः.
रेफः अकारः ऐ. सो अकारः एकारः वकारः अकारः.
उत्तमम्. अत्र पश्यतु, तदेव भिन्नरीत्या दत्तमस्ति. तत्र प्लस् अ प्लस् ए प्लस् व. अत्र पश्यतु, अ ए एतयोः मेलनेन ऐ भवति.
ऐ.
अत्र प्रथमवर्णस्य अन्तिमवर्णः अकारः, द्वितीयवर्णस्य आदिमवर्णः एकारः, द्वयोः मेलने ऐकारः भवति. अत्र वर्णविकारः अस्ति वा नास्ति वा?
अस्ति.
Instead of R and A, it has become I. So there is some change. So sandhi has happened. So this is this first step is first to find out whether sandhi has happened or not. So if there is varna vikara, sandhi has happened. So avagatam va? Idanim sandhi kada bhavishyati katham bhavishyati iti paditavantah. Sandhi kada nityam bhavati. Nityam ityukte kim? Nityam ityukte compulsory. Sandhi kada nischayena karaniyam, kada optional vikalpena karaniyam iti rules santi. Tasmin vishaye patamaha. So where to make sandhi compulsory and where to make sandhi optional. There is a karika on this, and based on the essence of that karika is given in this slide. So prakriti ityukte vayam sarve janimah dhatuh or pradipatikam. Prakriti pratyayoho melane eva padam agachati. एतत् वयं सर्वे जानीमः. इदानीं गच्छति इति अस्ति चेत् वाट् इस् द प्रातिपदिकं? काञ्चन महोदय भवती वदतु।
गच्छति प्रातिपदिकं
क्षम्यतां, धातु
गम् अस्ति महोदय।
गम् अस्ति। तदनन्तरं वयं बहूनि प्रत्ययानि योजयामः। गम् इति मूलरूपं, गम् इति धातुरूपम् अस्ति। तदनन्तरं वयं विकरणप्रत्ययं योजयामः, तिङन्तप्रत्ययं योजयामः, बहूनि विषयानि कुर्मः। तदनन्तरम् एव गच्छति इति पदं सिद्ध्यति। अवगतं वा? तदेव प्रक्रिया इति वदामः। प्रकृति इत्युक्ते धातुः अथवा प्रातिपदिकम्। इदानीं क्रियापदमस्ति चेत् धातु, सुबन्धपदमस्ति चेत् प्रातिपदिकं, द्वयोः मध्ये प्रत्ययं योजयामः। तस्मात् कारणात् पदम् आगच्छति। सो इन् दट् प्रासेस् सन्धि इस् नित्यम्। अवगतं वा? सो इन् द फार्मेशन् आफ् वर्ड् सन्धि इस् nityam. For example, if you go to Ashtadhyayi, so for example, this is the gam dhatu. We know gam is the mula roopam, and the mula roopam is gaml. Then it becomes this is the aupadeshika roopam, and this is the mula roopam. So gam is the dhatu. So this becomes gachati. How does this become gachati? The prakriya is given here. Prakriya is nothing but process. How this gum with so many steps, it becomes lot of pratyas are added and becomes gachati. Don't worry at all about this. It is just to say there are multiple steps involved in the process of the creation of this word. So in the formation of the word or creation of the word, sandhi is nityam. So if the niyamas are fulfilled, then sandhi has to happen in this place. Avagatam va? So whether it is a kriya padam or a subandha padam, in the prakriya, it is once again pada madhye. So gam plus pratyaya, we are adding the pratyayas to the dhatu. So in that process, if the nimittas are met and if the sandhi possibility is there, then sandhi should happen. Sandhi is nityam, sandhi is compulsory. Avagatam va? So that is the first niyama for sandhi's nityatvam. For example, nayati iti kriya padam asti. Atra ni आ इति विकरणप्रत्ययः अस्ति, ति इति तिङन्तप्रत्ययः अस्ति। तेषां योजनेन बहूनि, there are many steps in the formation of nayati. So in that sense, ni becomes naya. So there are many steps involved and there are sandhi happening, because of which we are getting this word nayati. So we cannot make it optional in the formation of the word. So nayati, in the formation of the word nayati, sandhi is compulsory. If the one more thing is the options has to meet. Just like that, we cannot do sandhi. If the particular options nimittas are met, then sandhi will happen. It is not only for kriya padam but also for subandha padam. For example, guru plus os vibhakti pratyaya asti, tesham yojanena guruoho iti bhavati. Guruhu guru guravaha vayam janimah khlu. Tatra kimartam tadrasham padam asti? Pratyayanam yojanena sandhi karyam bhavishyati. There are a lot of steps involved, and in each step sandhi might be possible, and in that case sandhi is compulsory. तदनन्तरम् उपसर्गः प्लस् धातुः, एतत् वयं जानीमः नित्यम्। इदानीं गच्छति इति अस्ति। सुन्दरी महोदये, गच्छति इति पदस्य लङ्लकाररूपं किम्? सुन्दरी महोदये अस्ति वा?
अगच्छत्।
अगच्छत्। आगच्छति इति अस्ति चेत् अत्र रूपं किम्?
आगच्छति इस् लट् लकार।
आगच्छति लट् लकार रूपं, तस्य लङ्लकार रूपं किम्?
गच्छति।
आगच्छत्। अत्र उपसर्गः आ अस्ति, धातुः गच्छति अस्ति। तेषां योजनेन सन्धि भवति। तत्र नित्यं. You cannot make it optional there. For example, prati gachati, it becomes pratyagachat. Prati gachati, udgachati, udgachat. Vayam padipantah khulu lang lakara vishayam. So udgachati, anvagachat iti bhavati. Kimartham? Atra sandhi bhavati, atra sandhi nityam. You cannot say it is optional. We have to do sandhi there.
Okay.
Example, ud plus gachati, ud gachati. Atra takara becomes dakara. So the varna vikara has happened. Atra sandhi nityam. Prati plus agachat. Atra e plus a yojanena, it becomes itya. Pratyagachat. Atrapi varna vigaram abhavat. Tatrapi sandhi nityam. So these are not optional. Then the third is samase. If it is a samasta padam, then sandhi is nityam. So how to identify whether it is a samasta padam or sandhi yukta padam? So generally, if it is a samasta padam, one word will be in the pratipadikam form. For example, atra pashyatu, deva plus alayah. इदानीं मीरा महोदय भवती वदतु देव इति पदस्य विवरणं ददातु.
देवः अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गशब्दः. देवशब्दः एकवचनं. विसर्गः अत्र नास्ति. इट् इस् ओन्ली प्रातिपदिकम्.
सत्यम्. अत्र देव इति प्रातिपदिकरूपे एव अस्ति, न तु विभक्तियुक्तपदम्. सो रामः रामौ रामः इति रूपं वयं जानीमः. सप्तसु विभक्तिषु त्रिषु वचनेषु अपि वयं जानीमः, किन्तु देव इति प्रातिपदिकरूपम् एव. So if one in the samasta padam, generally if there are two words combined, one will be in the pratipadika roopam. For example, deva plus alayah, it became devalayah. That is one way of identifying whether it is a samasta padam or not. Bhavati पूर्वमेव पृष्टवती खलु रामनवमी इति पृष्टवती खलु गतसप्ताहे. अत्र राम इति प्रातिपदिकरूपे एव अस्ति. रामनवमी, रामस्य नवमी. तादृशं देवालयः, देवानाम् आलयः. अत्र समासं विषये वयम् अग्रे पठामः. इदानीम् एतत् एव स्मरणे तिष्ठन्तु. प्रथमं पदम् अस्ति, प्रातिपदिकरूपे अस्ति. So this is the vibhakti yukta padam. We know that alayah, pratama ekavachanam. तादृशं संस्कृतं. यत्र सम् इति प्रातिपदिकरूपे अस्ति. अतः एतत् समासपदं. समासपदे सन्धि नित्यं, सन्धि करणीयमेव. अत्र सन्धिं विना वयं समस्तपदं कर्तुं न शक्नुमः. So these are the three places where sandhi is compulsory. When it is padamadhye ityukte, in the creation of the word or formation of the word, we know that dhatu pratipadikam is the moola roopam. Pratyayas are added to finally arrive at the final word. So in the formation, in those steps, sandhi is nityam. So compulsory. Sandhi is nityam padamadhye. Upasarga dhatu madhye sandhi nityam. So when a upasarga is added to dhatu, if the nimitta is met, then sandhi should be done. We cannot exclude sandhi. It is compulsory. Then samasta pade sandhi sada karaniyam. Tatra vikalpam nasti. Samasam iti katham janimah. Prathamam padam athava the first it can be 2 or 3 words also. Samasa padam can be 2 or 3 words joined together. So in that case it will be in the pratipadika roopam. The split word will be in the pratipadika roopam. Ekanimasham.
Mahoday, if it is Rameshwaram, how it will be? Is it samasta padam? Rameshwaram.
Rama Ishwaraha. अत्रापि अत्र समस्त इदानीम् अहम् उक्तवती खलु रामनवमी इत्युक्ते रामस्य नवमी, देवालयः इत्युक्ते देवानाम् आलयः. सो देर् आर् डिफ्रेण्ट् समासास्. सो पीताम्बरः इत्युक्ते पीतम् अम्बरः यस्य सः इति तादृशमस्ति. So there is something called vigraha vakyam. So we have to do that to understand what sort of combination has happened. Then only we will get to know the full understanding of that samasta padam. For now, just understand that in samasta padam, the first word will be in the pratipadika roopam, whereas the second word will have the vachana or vibhakti or something like that, lingam like that. The first word will be in the pratipadika roopam, as we saw here, deva.
Okay. If it is deva indraha, then also it would be
it's a samasta padam. Devanam indraha devendraha. Deva indraha, it becomes devendraha. Atra samasta padam. Atra sandhi karaniyam eva. Because it is in the It is in the samasta padam. So it has to be done.
धन्यवादः.
इदानीं विभक्तियुक्त पदद्वयम् इदानीं पश्यतु रामः वदति अत्र रामः इति पूर्णं पदमस्ति वदति अपि पूर्णं पदमस्ति द्वयोः मध्ये सन्धेः निमित्तम् अस्ति चेत् सन्धि आप्शनल् विकल्परूपेण वयं कर्तुं शक्नुमः. सो अत्र आप्शनल् विभक्तियुक्तपदं रामात् नास्ति रामान् नास्ति अत्र सन्धि भवति रामः वदति रामो वदति रामात् नास्ति it becomes रामान् नास्ति अत्र विकारः भवति सन्धि has happened but this sandhi is not compulsory. It is depending upon the choice of the reader, writer or the reader. But generally we learn this sandhi because in shlokas and all sandhi is already done to catch the meter, to meet with the chandas. Sandhi is already done there, so we are learning so that we can split and get the understanding of the shloka, complete shloka. So in 3 places sandhi is nityam. In prakriti padamadhye तदनन्तरं धातु उपसर्गयोः मध्ये समस्तपदे नित्यं सदा सर्वदा करणीयम्. अत्र आप्शन् एव नास्ति. किन्तु विभक्तियुक्तपदम् अस्ति चेत् अस्माकं हस्ते अस्ति. अहं कर्तुम् इच्छामि चेत् करोमि, न कर्तुम् इच्छामि चेत् चिन्ता नास्ति. किन्तु अत्र उच्चारणसमये विरामः नास्ति चेत् सन्धिकार्यं न भवति एव. अहं शनैः वदामि चेत् अत्र सन्धि न भवति. रामः वदति इति वदामि चेत् अत्र सन्धि न भवति. अहं वेगेन वदामि चेत् सन्धिः भवितुम् अर्हति. अत्रापि मम विवक्षा अस्ति, मम आप्शन्, मम विकल्पम् अस्ति. अत्र सन्धि करणीयं वा न करणीयं वा इति अहं निश्चेतुं शक्नोमि. एतत् स्पष्टं वा? किमपि प्रश्नाः सन्ति वा?
रामः वदति, it should be रामो वदति, one word then.
तस्मिन् विषये वयं गच्छामः. अत्र एतत् अस्ति विसर्गसन्धि, तस्मिन् विषये वयम् अग्रे पठामः. इदानीं मास्तु. अत्र वर्णविकारः अभवत् खलु, तदेव इदानीम् अवगच्छतु. विसर्गस्य स्थाने ओकारः भवति, वर्णविकारः अभवत्, अतः अत्र सन्धि अभवत्. अत्र रामात् नास्ति, अत्र टकारः नकारः अस्ति, किन्तु अत्र नकारद्वयं दृश्यते. अत्रापि वर्णविकारः अभवत्, अतः अत्रापि सन्धि अभवत् इति एव स्वीकरोतु. एतत् विसर्गसन्धि, एतत् व्यञ्जनसन्धि. एतस्मिन् विषये वयं मालति कक्षायां पठामः. अस्मिन् स्तरे वयं स्वरसन्धिविषये एव पठामः. So these concepts, if you are clear, we can go next. Where sandhi is nityam and where sandhi is vikalpam. Avagatam va? Time is over. किमपि प्रश्नाः सन्ति चेत् पृच्छन्तु. So time is already 9:30. Okay, I didn't notice the time. So is it too much or is it heavy or difficult to understand?
Very easy. You सम्यक् रीत्या explain.
प्रश्नाः सन्ति वा?
भवती उत्तमरीत्या एक्स्प्लेन् कृतवती.
अस्तु महोदय, धन्यवादः. बट्
विवरणं दत्तवती, तत् कारणात् बहु सुलभम् इति दृश्यते.
बहु सुलभम् इव दृश्यते. वयं सर्वं पश्यामः चेत् वितौट् I have this sandhi paper always with me, otherwise I am gone. It will be like every time I used to refer WhatsApp. It is like that. So swarasandhi विषये चिन्ता नास्ति, it will be simple only.
Yeah.
Like agre gachamah chet, nothing to worry because everything comes with practice only.
Yeah.
But Maheshwara taught very well.
अस्तु, एकनिमिषम् अहं समापयामि. अस्तु, शान्तिमन्त्रेण समापनं कुर्मः. मीरा महोदय, भवती एव शान्तिमन्त्रं वदतु.
ॐ पूर्णमुत ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम तत्सत्